Happy Friday, everyone. And you might wonder, why am I coming to you early today on Friday? Because it's Friday. And doesn't everybody just kind of like to start their weekend a little bit earlier? And I was really excited today about the card that I'm doing. And so I got it together early and I'm like, you know what? If my space has all the supplies on it to make the card, let's just make the card and go with it. Hello, Lisa. It was great texting with you today earlier. Let me grab the card so I can show you guys. This week has flown by. I can't believe it's Friday and it's on the Friday card. So here is today's card. Once again, I've got some great sunshine, even though it is so cold out there. So hopefully the sun lets you see what I'm going to make for you guys today. I love the new birthday chick supplies, the new stamp set. I love that they brought back the old stamp set, and I love that they have dies for both. And so I'll kind of show you a little bit about that. And I see that my iPad's already caught up, and so it's looking to be a great day. So let me get my my camera turned around here so I can show you card number 6 here for February's virtual stamp camp. Okay, there we go. So now you can see the card. Hi, Jane. Hi, Linda. Yes, these colors, Lisa. So I've always been a huge fan of gray and yellow together, and this other demonstrator, Chris Smith, put a card together that was very similar to this. And so let me show you where everything is coming from. So this is the new and improved. I shouldn't say improved. I love the old one. It didn't have to be improved. Hey, birthday chick. So all these fun little things. So today I'm using the sentiments from here, and then this fun chick, and then the little chick too. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Donna. So those stamps are from the mini catalog here, and they are on page 52. So there they are. Those are the stamps. Okay, so then Stampin' Up! Gave us this flyer. And if you normally get my emails every month, around the first of the month, you'll see it. Earlier this month too, I posted this. But always feel free to contact me because because sometimes when you're ordering, you still just need that reference quick. So there's Hey Chick Bundle. And so this was the old stamp set and new dies. This is today's new stamp set, Hey Birthday Chick Bundle. So the new stamp set and new dies. So you can buy them as a bundle with 10% savings. Both of these bundles, or you can buy all 4 of these products separately too. So I have a nice, these are just my hand scribbles. I have a nice flyer on this Facebook page too, and it was also in my monthly newsletter too about all those details. So these 2 dies in this old stamp set, you will only find in this flyer. It's not in any publication. So that's what I like to let you know about that too. And then the other thing that I would love to share with you, and I feel like I don't do this very often. So this fun, pretty paper here, you might go, okay, yeah, that's that pretty DSP stuff that you can buy in a package. So this is what I have to show you. If you join, and a lot of you are like, okay, I'm going to tune out now because I'm not interested in joining. But for those of you that have maybe been on the fence, in the celebration brochure from now until the end of this month, if you join, you get actually 5. I have 3 of them here. 5 of these packages of paper for absolutely free. That is like a $57.50 savings. In here, what I want to point out, it says you'll get 6, but they don't want to spoil the surprise of giving out a package of the upcoming in colors to you. So that's the other fun thing is the patterns on here. Let me show you these. These are the colors that I'm using: Delight, Daffodil Delight, and then the Smoky Slate. These new patterns are going to be what's going to be in the upcoming annual catalog. So these are kind of some fun patterns. So kind of to show you what that's going to look like too, I'm just going to be really quick about it. In the annual catalog, on page 150 on the bottom, they have these patterns right now, and these are 6x6 stacks, just like those are that I showed you. And so they have the in color and then the brights, neutrals, regals, and subtles in there too. So your card, because of what I can get my hands on, might look just like this, or It might have some of the older patterns, and maybe you might get bumblebee instead of daffodil too. So this is kind of what the current patterns look like here, which are still super cute. And then this, yeah, so these are the current patterns, and then these are the upcoming patterns too. So yeah, and when it comes to Stamp Camp, I usually try and make the cards identical, but there's always going to be something like, oh, I got more orders than I thought I might need, so I might, you know, just exchange these with different patterns too, just to let you guys know, because I love making cards for you guys. So let's make a card for you guys right now. Let me start by getting all these papers out of my way. Okay, so with that, oh, I still have a stack in my celebration thing. Okay, so let me start by doing some stamping here quick. And I'm going to pull out, I just love this little chick. And I wasn't even thinking about Easter, but I thought, oh, kind of looks like a little Easter advertisement there too. So I'm just going to take and first stamp out actually the big chick. I have to think of what order I want to do everything. So I'm just going to stamp out the big chick here like so. She always looks like she's ready to celebrate, and I love that. Hi there, Vicki. And I'm just going to then get my die cutting machine over here. And actually I'm gonna pull out, and let me show you what dies I'm using. So the chick that I just stamped, I'm going to die cut with my machine with the birthday chick dies. So these dies and the stamp set could be bundled for the 10% savings. So those two do go together. Sometimes I kind of interchange them all. I'm also using Stitched Shapes dies, and then the layering circles dies, which pair really well together. So this is my stitched circle shape, and then this is from the circles collection. So those two kind of nest so that they mat well together. So let me just, my wrist, I think I'm just always going to use that as my excuse after having wrist surgery. Every time I drop something, oh, it's my wrist. So it's my grip, though. It really is. Sometimes it's just really strange how small things just kind of want to go right through. Hi there, Julie. How are you today? Hopefully you have sunshine down in Iowa too. Okay, so I'm going to put that basic gray through, and then I'm going to put my stitch shape circle here. There's 4 stitch shape circles. There's 4 squares, 4 circles, 4 ovals. This is the 3rd largest. So in case you guys like to use my cards for inspiration and you already have the supplies, I love to tell you, hey, this is what I'm using to take the guesswork out of it for you. So what's fun about the circle collection is this has kind of a nice scallop edge to it, and then of course the stitch shape have that stitch right built in there too. So that's really fun. So then let's pull this chick back that I already stamped out and put the die around her. I love that she's going to get cut out to get popped up on the project. So let's just do that. And then all of my die cutting for this card, it's all done. She just fell out of my die so quick and easy there. Perfect. Okay. So now I need to grab my glasses because I'm going to do some coloring for you guys with my blends. And so I know a couple weeks ago, I kind of brought out this because it just became a live new product, these dies and everything. And I realized for those of you that are getting Stamp Camp projects, there wasn't a Hey Chick in my offering of 10 yet this month, and I really wanted you guys to get some. Okay, so first I need to do some more stamping. So I'm going to put this little chick kind of here off to the side, and then the Let's Celebrate You. I almost started getting ready to color, and I thought, wait a minute, we need to do some coloring on here too. Okay, so I'm going to use my pumpkin pie just for a tiny little bit in each of the chick and the chicken's beak there. So just kind of like dot and dot, and then it's good. Yes, Lisa, it is a tongue twister. Some days, I tell you, my job's hard. Just kidding. Okay, so then these are the Daffodil Delight blends, and I'm taking the darker one first, and I'm just gonna kind of go up and over, and this is gonna kind of look like, when I did it, kind of like Batman. So that's with the dark, and then in the party hat, I want it to have a nice bright yellow stripe right in the middle there too. So that's what that chick's getting, and I think too, just gonna add little tiny brushes of the dark on the feet, but not the legs. I'll go over that with the lighter here in a bit. So then for the chick, it's just really easy to go around and outline the chicken, I should say. I just did the chick. And so this is just going to be a matter of tracing that. And the nice thing about the blends is if you kind of just want to scribble, you can, and knowing that when you come back with the next color, it's just going to blend together, and neither one of them are going to leave you any scribble marks. It just really takes over in a soft tone. So wherever the Stampin' Up! Artist has the little black lines here, then I'm just adding a little scribble. So I could actually maybe even have my grandkids do that kind of scribbling. Maybe not yet. Hi there, Julie. Okay, so I have the dark Daffodil Delight done. Now I'm going to switch over though to my Smoky Slate, which are kind of the lighter gray colors. And I'm going to take the darker one and just kind of go through that comb of the chicken here. Should learn my little parts there. So usually I do red, but I want to go with that tone on tone, kind of the whole gray look. And then this is just going to get kind of a little bit on the party hat. That's it. Like just, that's all I'm using my dark Smoky Slate for. And then for my light Smoky Slate, I just kind of want to go in a little bit here so that it looks more like a shadow than anything. So I'm just going to kind of trace that, but the top I'm just going to kind of leave, and that's all I'm doing there for the light. So it just kind of looks like a shadow, and that's what's going to really give you some height. Yes, Lisa, thanks so much for joining in. I am in love with this bundle too. So when it's really cold this weekend, I hope my husband just wants to stay home because I just want to color. Okay, so now I'm going to get out my light Daffodil Yellow, and I'm just going to kind of do a fun circle there around the top, that little pom-pom, and then just fill in everywhere around the chick that didn't get covered by that kind of line of the dark, and kind of look goofy, you know, just having that line of dark daffodil. But then with these blends, it will just blend. And even when you first put it on, you might go, okay, I can definitely see that line still, but you'd be surprised if I go over now to do my big chicken and come back, those lines will kind of have disappeared. So this guy is already all done. That's all I'm going to do for the chick. And hi there, Sherry. And then for the chicken, I'm just going to go and fill in everything else with, oh, this is my dud one. Okay, that one needs to go in the garbage. I knew I had two sitting out for a reason because I couldn't remember which one. There, obviously more color. My blends they do last a long time, guys, but when they're done, they're just kind of done. Every once in a while, if I think, oh, there's a little bit left for ink, I will kind of set them up like this on my desk because the caps can actually stand on their own. And I might get like one more chicken or so out of it, but yeah, I'm always happy with when I did classes in person, how many people could color their chicks in without having a new marker. So they do last a long time, but yes. Okay. All right. So there that is. Hi, Brenda. You're not late. I'm just doing my coloring, and now we're to the point of assembling. So working with colors today that I love. So if you're just joining in late, let me get you this card here. I love grays and yellows together. So taking some of that pattern paper. And another side note is I love Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper. You'll see me use that often, but sometimes I'll be in the middle of a project or want to make multiples of a card, and I might run out of the pretty paper. But these pattern papers, even though they are solid like colors, as far as all being colors, but just different patterns, they're great to be able to kind of sub in for things. Just going to give a wider view again now that I'm done coloring. And what I'm going to do with this is just tape down. So this yellow is Daffodil Delight pattern paper from the Brights section. And so I just cut this 5 1/4. So that meant like trimming off like 3/4 of an inch because it's 6 by 6. And then I just cut it in half. So this is a 3-inch piece, and then you can make 2 cards out of one 6 by 6 piece right away. So we kind of leave that edge here and here and here. And then with my smoky slate, I just did a 1-inch strip by 5 1/4 on this too. This was kind of hard because I love this pattern and I also love this one too. So it's like, oh, you know, if that's my biggest dilemma, like I say, I'm having a really good day. Okay, so then I just kind of eye that because I love having just that strip. It could be an optical illusion, you know, like, okay, what strip did she add? But actually it's the absence by having those two, and then you can see that in the middle. So nice little layout, something that you can copy with other cards. And then let me just tape my white stitched circle on top of my scallop circle there. And then I'm going to flip that over and put some dimensionals on this. If I can, there we go. And my strength is getting better every day, guys. You would not believe, like my little exercise ball that I have that I squeeze, like I can hardly tell some days how much better that's getting. Okay, so that I'm just going to put, and this guy is going to be right there. So I'm only going to put dimensionals here to keep it that same layer so that its head's not going way up. And if you kind of like that where you want it, it wouldn't be a bad thing to have the head popped up a little bit more. But for that reason, I don't on this card. So I'm just putting a little bit of tape here at the top. And then I'm just going to grab and put a couple more dimensionals here just so that it stays all the same like so. Okay, so how fun is that? How bright and cheerful, especially when we need bright and cheerful days like that. So I'm going to show you what I want to do for my accent embellishment and for my inside. Let me do the inside first. So because this says, let's celebrate you, I'm going to, for those that are qualifying for my February Stamp Camp cards or just plain ordering them, I'm going to give you a choice. So I'm going to stamp happy birthday on the inside because let's celebrate you could be happy birthday. And there's also a best of Cluck. So let's celebrate you could also go with best of Cluck. So when you get your card from me, you'll open it up and then you have that option or that option. Yes, Pam, you are so right. I do have more to come, and it is good that that it is getting better. And actually, I know you guys are always concerned, like, are you doing too much? Doing too much, but stamping is good. The more I move my fingers, they were so impressed with how loose and fluid everything is. Nothing got stiff. And I said, it's because I'm stamping all the time for you guys and not having to lift more than a pound because stamps and paper are light. Okay, so for my accent, I'm pulling out the 2020-2022 in color enamel dots. And so these are actually the bumblebee color, which works great for this card. I love that our yellows really coordinate well. Sometimes, you know, with different colors, you can get things that are really off looking, but I think that these really mix well. And a lot of times too, as I look at them, they kind of have different lights and darks kind of mixed in on them. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but you can kind of see that the outside edges are a little bit darker than the inside. And I think that's why it goes so well with all of that too. Julie, I know you're one that's always concerned too. It's like, yeah, I am not doing too much. And my husband's really happy because this week I kind of started to make some meals, just a few meals, and that's been good. Not a lot of that, because that's actually kind of harder than stamping and stuff, because pots and pans are heavy, and when you have a heavy pan and you need to turn it, that's where I was kind of getting into trouble before surgery too. So I'm doing great. Okay, so I have these little embellishments. So with your cards too, depending on how many you order, I might have enough for absolutely everybody to have theirs look like that. Otherwise, you might have like an added different yellow embellishment, but your card will be very, very similar. So, and like I said, you'll get both of those sentiments in the inside of your card. There you go. Like I said, I just love yellow and gray together. So sunshine and yellow and gray makes my day really happy. Okay, let me pull this up. And so it is Friday, and oh, in my tripod, I tightened it because yesterday it just kind of wanted to flop, and now it's really stiff. There we go. I've got my coloring glasses on because I'm that age where I need my help with coloring in tight, small spaces. Hi there, Dee. Thanks, Linda. So that is card today. Card number, let me see my notes. Card number 6 out of 10. So I'm already at 6 out of 10 for the month of February for the grouping of 10 February Stamp Camp cards. So if you want my grouping of 10 different cards, just let me know. Or if you place a minimum $75 order, that will get you the set of 10 completely free if you use the host code. And then coming up Monday, I have a treat. I have a virtual hostess that has signed up again, and that is Deb Warwick. And so on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, I will be bringing you Deb's 3 virtual Stamp Camp cards, and I'll be crafting those here live for you. And then on Thursday and Friday, I'll go back to cards number 7 and 8 for Stamp Camp, and then finish those up the next week. But celebration is kind of winding down too, and so if you're thinking, oh, you know, I might want to just still squeeze in and be a virtual hostess, just know that I have time and space for that, to do some virtual crafting here online for anybody that wants to sign up. And even after celebration's done, don't ever think, oh, she wants to be done with virtual hostesses. Never, because I feel like everybody always wants some inspiration and wants some ideas for different cards, and I've always got a zillion ideas going, and I've got tons of supplies, so that's never things that I think I'll run out of too soon. So have a great weekend. Enjoy your Valentine's sweetie, or do something special for yourself if you don't have that sweetie, and I will look for you guys again on Monday here. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.